Have you ever been in one of those spots, where you have to make a choice that seems kind of small at the time, but ends up saying a whole lot about a friendship? Well, today we're going to jump into a really simple but powerful story about what it actually means to be a good friend when things, totally fall apart.
So picture this. You've been waiting all week for this night. It's the big Pathfinder skating party, and I've invited my friend Marjorie. Seriously, this is all we've been talking about. The music, the lights, just us gliding around the gym floor. We are so excited.
We get to the gym, we practically sprint to the office to get our rental skates, and we're lacing them up like our lives depend on it. That first moment you step onto the floor, it's just perfect. We push off, totally ready for an amazing night. It really felt like nothing could possibly go wrong.
But almost immediately, something was wrong. Marjorie was having a really hard time. One of the wheels on her skate, it just wouldn't turn right. It was like it was stuck in mud or something. This stubborn, reluctant wheel that turned every single push into this huge effort. We tried to laugh it off, but yeah, the fun was already kind of draining away.
And then, just like that, it was over. We're coming around a corner, and that sticky wheel, it finally just gave up. It popped right off the skate, and I'm not kidding, it rolled clear across the floor. Our big night of skating just slammed to a halt.
So the Pathfinder director, she comes over, sure she can fix it. No dice. So she takes us to the guy in the office. He seems super confident, But after about 5 minutes of wrestling with it, he just shakes his head. No good, he says. And then came the real gut punch. There were no more skates left in Marjorie's size. None.
And here's the thing you gotta understand. We had only been out on that floor for a few minutes. Literally, a few minutes. But my parents weren't due to pick us up for more than an hour. A whole hour just stretched out in front of us, with absolutely nothing to do but sit.
So there we are. We're sitting on this bench on the sidelines. And all around us, you can just hear the fun happening. The sound of wheels on the wood floor, the music is blasting, people are laughing, and for us, just silence. And this one broken skate sitting between us. What was I supposed to do?
I mean, it was a pretty clear choice I was facing. On one side, my skates were perfectly fine. I could totally go back out there, skate, listen to the music, and have the great time I'd been looking forward to. But on the other side, there's Marjorie, my guest, just sitting there all by herself feeling awful.
And it just suddenly became so clear. This wasn't about skating anymore. It was about being a friend. I invited her. She was my guest. The choice I was about to make was going to decide how the rest of our night went, and honestly, probably a lot more than that.
And that's when I just knew what I had to do. When the Pathfinder director came over to ask why I wasn't out there skating, the answer just felt so simple, so obvious. I just looked at her and said, Marjorie's my guest, so I'm keeping her company.
So right then and there, I bent down, unlaced my own perfectly good skates, and pulled them off. I set them right on the floor next to hers. I sat down on that bench right next to Marjorie. If she couldn't skate, then I wasn't going to either. We were going to wait for our parents together.
The director, she looked so surprised to see us both just sitting there, skates off, just talking and laughing. She told me later that it was one of the kindest things she'd seen in a really long time. And you know what? It turns out the best part of the night wasn't out on the skating floor after all.
And this action, this really simple choice, that's what it means to be a noble host. It's not about throwing the best party or having the coolest activity. It's about putting your guests' feelings first. It's about showing them that they are more important than whatever fun thing you were planning on doing. So what's the big takeaway here? Well, first, that kindness, even in these little moments, is what people actually remember. Second, real friendship, true friendship, it's just about being together, not just doing stuff together. And last, kindness is just powerful. You can't help but like someone who shows you that they truly care. It just draws you in. So, that kind of leaves us with a question to chew on, doesn't it? In our own lives, when things don't go according to plan, when a friend gets disappointed or feels left out, are we going to just keep skating on our own, or are we going to be the person who takes off our skates and sits with them? When will you choose to be a noble host?